Well, Danny, disappointing performance this afternoon, 3-2 defeat. What's your reflections minutes after the final whistle?
Yeah, disappointment. I think we started all right, we dominated the ball, kept moving them about, and we looked all right, we looked dangerous, and get the first goal and you think, go on, now go and kick on. But we never really got going again. So it looked a leggy, tired performance today for me. I thought we didn't dominate the ball the way we could. We got too rushed into it. Obviously, last 10 minutes, you go caution to the wind to try and get back into the game and throw things forward, and you end up getting back into it. And then you're kind of hoping something drops for you. But overall, a real disappointing day that we're going to have to try and put right on Monday.
All seemed to be going well for the first half hour, but the first half hour to the second, a total contrast, and seemed to be a lack of cohesion, and we seemed to lose the game in that early stage of the second half.
I would say we lost the game in that in the first stage of the second half. I would say that we lost the game by not doing what we know we can do. We've got to bring energy to games. We've got to bring composure on the ball. We've got to have a real desire to get on the ball and be brave in certain areas. And today I just thought we lacked a little bit of that. I thought we looked tired. It looked like a real tired performance, which obviously isn't ideal when you've got a game and go again in 48 hours. But overall, real disappointment. Credit to Witton. They took the chances when they came along. We have to defend better. We can't just give teams 3 goals head start and expect us to get back into it. We should be coming away from home, scoring 2 goals and winning the game.
Is that down to the heat or the workload in the last 8 years? 4 games in no time, really.
There's no excuses. I think when you look, Witton didn't have a midweek game and they looked fresher than us today. But I still think I thought Witton were good. I thought they were organised, looked really decent in shape. But I just still think I thought we could have hurt them more. I thought we could have been better in possession. We were too static in possession. We were at times, yes, we're playing as a 4-3-3, but we were as a flat front three. We weren't moving them about. Our fullbacks weren't getting forward enough, and when the fullbacks did get forward, we looked dangerous. So look, it's a disappointing day, and we've just got to dust ourselves down and get ready for the next challenge.
Scored the first goal of the afternoon, Conatinian corner, and good header from Dan Wordsworth. And at that point, I thought we were well in control. We scored the last goal of the afternoon, and that gave us, an exciting last 10 minutes. But in between, as you say, the damage was done.
Yeah, it's frustrating. The goals we gave away. We've got to be better in our box. The games are won in 2 boxes. We can be as good as we want between our box and their box, but the games are won in each box, and that's what we've got to get better at. We've got to be more clinical in the opposition box. We've got to take our chances when they come along, and in our box, we've got to defend like our lives depend on it. And I thought they were too easy. We were opened up too easy especially the second 2 goals. I thought they were really disappointing. The first goals, one, it's fine. I'm okay with that because the way I want to play, we have to be brave in possession. Unfortunately, Goose has just sort of slipped and not been able to get the contact on the ball. But again, we've got to be better in both boxes. And for me, even though we've come away and scored 2 goals, we could have quite easily come away here and scored 3 or 4 if we'd really wanted to.
Player-wise, you've had plenty of options up to now, but looks like you're going to lose 3 players. 2 injuries to Bobby Carroll and Greg McCarriger, and then of course the sending off just before the end.
Yeah, obviously Greg's one. He's got a little bit of a reoccurrence from his previous injury, so fingers crossed it's not an actual break and it's just a little bit of soreness. Bobby's took a real sore one on the top end of his leg, so we've just got to be careful with that one. And then obviously Danny's sending off. It's not what we can do about it. So Danny's been unlucky with it, to be fair, getting sent off. I thought it was a foul. Yes, I'll give him that. But a red card on the halfway line, I'm not so sure. I think there was a red card in the game earlier in my eyes that if the boy wasn't booked already, he would have booked him. So there's no difference for me. He's just because he's on a yellow doesn't mean that if it's not a yellow card, I don't know. Just frustrating one for me today. But we'll dust ourselves down, regroup, and we'll go again.
In fairness to the ref, I think he was indicating the yellow card initially and then spoke to his assistant and then changed his decision, so that was to our detriment.
Some of the decisions they made today, it's both dugouts. We sat there, obviously I'm good friends with their manager and we're standing there looking at each other and it's just baffled at times, but look, it is what it is, and that's both ways. Me agreeing with some of the fouls that they should have had and their manager agreeing with some of the decisions we should have had. So look, it is what it is. We just got to dust ourselves down and go again.
Commiserations this afternoon, Danny. Hopefully we'll put it right on Monday.
We will.